In July 2024, the question is college hard? It's put in the work and be great. I didn't choose greatness, greatness chose me. And when you hold the belt, and when you got the skills, all you can do is win. Like it or not, if it make your stomach hurt, take some Pepto-Bismol, call me back in the morning, cause I'll still be here, being great and holding the gold. Mike Flair, Mr. Bingo himself, bingo. And the answer is no. It's not hard. So I'm gonna talk about 3 things today. And I'm gonna share my experience of college. I went to a 2-year college, and then I think another 3 or 4 years, and I transferred my credits over into a 4-year college. The thing that can make college tough is the older you get, the tougher that it gets, based on time. If you have a family, things that has to be taken care of, your time is so divested. But if you want to make that increase financially, you have to educate yourself and improve your skills, especially living in a smaller city like Little Rock. And that's where I live, Little Rock, Arkansas. So let's get right into it. So with that being said, time commitment. What's some of the things that you have to take care of time and be efficient with your time when going to college? One thing is scheduling your classes. They'll give you a date, early registration, and then they have late registration. You always want to be early or right after early. Just don't be late. Try to be on time, because when you're late, you get behind the 8 ball. You have to wait on things to move, and things might be, other things might be going on. You have to wait on people to help you. If you can get it done early, the best time is to get it done is early registration. Everything's online now. You go there online, register, pick your classes based on what you talk to your advisor about, or if you know your degree plan, and registration is out the way. Another thing is financial aid. They have opening times. They usually email you, or if you've been going long enough, you kind of know the times. You want to get financial aid done as early as possible. Early as possible. Don't wait till the last minute. That's one thing, and that happens in life, not just in college, is taking care of things as they come up, not waiting till the last minute. If you can, do not wait till the last minute to handle your business. Don't do it. It's not worth it. So another thing is executing tasks in a timely fashion. If an advisor schedules an appointment, you go to the appointment and you get that done. If you have to meet with a teacher, you meet with the teacher at a certain time or a Zoom and get it done, get it out the way. They call you in for some form that's missing, turn that form in, or fax it, or email it and scan it and send it to them, get it done. Don't wait till the last minute. Always handle your business in a timely fashion. And I'll tell you a secret. If you don't handle your business, the habits will follow you as an adult if you wait till the last minute. Take it for somebody who had to reprogram himself. You don't want to wait till the last minute for anything. So think about that. Last thing, while we're talking about time commitment, is class time and homework. Most of the time, if you pick your classes right, usually major classes are between Monday and Thursday, and some of the core classes could be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, something like that. But understand what your time schedule is and pick. If you That's why it's best to do early registration, because if you wait till the last minute, the classes that's available may not fit your time to how you move around. Like you may need the 8 o'clock class because of your work schedule, but if you wait till late registration, that class may not be available. That's why it's important to handle and execute tasks in a timely fashion. Not waiting till the last minute for financial aid. Your financial aid may come later in the semester. Now they changed it about payments, but it used to be if you didn't pay by a certain time, you could be dropped from your classes. But now they'll let you go to class, and if you don't pay by the end of the semester, you will not get your grades in order to register for the next semester. So handle your business, forecast. If you can't do 4 classes, can you afford 2? If you can't do 2, just do 1. Do something. Don't do nothing. Remember that. Do something. Don't do nothing. Second point is dealing with personalities. This is life too. You have to be able to deal with different personalities. Depending on what field you're in. Like me, I work in the tech field. It's an assorted variety of personalities that you deal with. From Jim Carrey to Robin Williams kind of personality that kind of, get on your nerves, to the highly OCD kind of personality. It's like a spectrum, you know what I'm saying? And you got to be able to deal with those personalities, because sometimes you have to team up with people that you don't necessarily like, and that's life too. Sometimes you got to work with people you don't necessarily like, but can you keep it professional? I'm here for school. I'm not here to be your best friend. I'm here to get this grade. Let's get this done, and we can all go home. Learning how to deal with personalities is one of the best skills that you can have in your skill set, because everybody's personality is not like yours, and learning how to find that medium, that in between of where the compromise is better. So, learning how to deal with your classmates. Second one is learning how to deal with your teachers. Some teachers are nice. They're really good at teaching. They're laid back. And then there are some teachers who are stern. They could be prickly, or they real OCD about, turning stuff in and homework. But guess what? You got to deal with either one of those. You can't just pick. Some people do, they'll just drop the class. But my thing is, man, I'm trying to get it done. I don't got time to drop class and withdraw. Everybody's different. I'm just saying from my how I roll in my perspective, I understand that every teacher that I have is probably not going to be likable. But that's just what it is. And I need this class to graduate. I'm going to get it done. I'm not going to cross paths, try to make it hard on myself. And I'm not going to try to make it hard on a teacher. I'm going to find that medium that we both can operate on and go from there. Dealing with administrators. When you go to these offices, whether it's financial aid or, student counseling or whatever, some of these people you might not like their personality. They could be condescending. They could be sarcastic or whatever, however you view them. But guess what? If you need them to get something done, you have to learn how to work around this. One analogy that I give you about dealing with personalities is, for me, I don't like certain fruits because of the texture. Let's say an orange. An orange, I don't like the pulp and everything, but I like orange juice. So in order for me to get the juice, I have to deal with the orange as far as squeezing and getting the juice out. And the rest, I just throw it away. Throw the pulp, throw the peels and the rind, all that, throw it away, and just get the juice. How do you get to the juice and get past the texture? You can answer that. That could get you through life, through a lot of situations. So our last one is, I'm going to show you my degree plan. I'm going to talk about some of the classes. So if you go to Euler, I'll start over. If if you go to Euler, you go to academics, you go to undergraduate programs, this is all of their undergraduate programs. Arts, business, communication, education, engineering, general programs, health, humanities and culture, all kind of stuff. I majored in IT, information technology, web design, and development. And you might say, why did you major in web design and development? Guess what? Been working in IT for years. Then worked on just about every level. And working in help desk, worked in networking, worked in systems. I think learning how to code, which is, in my opinion, coding is not hard. It's the same stuff over and over. But the thing is, can you solve a problem with the code that you know? Because the thing about coding is, with coding, there are a lot of things like W3 schools, other stuff out there that has the code that shows you how to do what you're trying to do. But the question is, can you solve a problem? What if you get a job that the website's already built and they need you to go in and change one little thing, a few little things within the website? That's the kind of stuff that you gotta know if you want to make work at a place and do that. Even if you freelance and do code, you may gravitate to a certain kind of coding that you like to do, a certain kind of website that you like to build, and you more or less learning how to cater to that or cater to a job than just learning just the HTML and code. Because you can do that all day and do the tutorials, but if somebody say, can you build me a website for this, or you just like building landing pages, that's when the real coding kind of starts. And the thing is, what I like about coding is you can build templates, something that you can do over and over, like a foundation of that you can use. It don't have to be what the book says. The book just teaches you the core foundation of coding, but then after that, it's up to you, wherever your mind want to go. So, web design and development, a Bachelor of Arts degree, even though it's in IT. You take a lot of IT classes. But what's good about this degree, in my opinion, was it has you do all kind of things, not just web design and development, but also it has you doing like graphic design, a little bit of that, touched on it, art, a little bit of that, and communication, like video production, editing, things of that nature. So I didn't take it in this exact order because I transferred my classes from Pulaski Tech and they didn't give me the Cisco class. That's why you got to be careful about what classes you take because they may not transfer from a 2-year to a 4-year. But I'm in my last semester, 3 more classes left, and probably be doing grad school after that. So with that being said, I'm taking this class this semester. I think web technologies. I think I'm taking that this semester. Basic drawing. I didn't like this class, but I had to take it because this is what I need to graduate. Teacher, I don't even think he worked there no more now, but he was a real stickler about drawing. He was from, I don't want to butcher that guy's country, but he was from like somewhere outside of Russia, kind of like that. Cool guy, cool personality, but as far when it came to art, he was real OCD about it. Had an accent, you kind of had to get used to his accent. Hey, welcome to my class. I want to teach you about drawing. You have to make sure that your shades are great, your lines are smooth and straight. That's how his personality was. He was real big on it. But by the end of the semester, we came to an understanding everything was cool. He knew that I worked, and he knew that he liked to teach art, so we found a medium where I did it, what I needed to do to graduate. Two-dimensional design, class was okay. Teacher was really laid back and cool. Classes was in the evening because I worked. That's another thing. I work full-time and go to school full-time because working at a college, you get to go to classes while you at work and you get a discount, so you can't beat that. But two-dimensional design was doing a lot of things, kind of like cutouts and things of that nature. Some drawing, but most of the things you're doing like cutouts that add texture to your art. Cool class, but it's all good. Computer applications and art. I think, I'm not sure what class this is. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this was the class where we kind of touched on a lot of the Adobe stuff. It's like a beginner course on Photoshop, and I think we used After Effects too. Yeah, Adobe shot and then After Effects toward the end, which was cool class. Teacher she kind of was a stickler in the beginning, but she kind of loosened up toward the end with everybody, because she knew everybody wasn't Adobe literate like that. But Adobe is very expensive, but if you use it for classes, it makes sense. So computer applications and art was a good class. Introduction to media production. I like that class. Talked about a lot of things dealing with making movies and stuff like that and scripts. Cool class. And like I say, my brain works. I like to think about 3 or 4 different things, not just coding all the time. So this was a great way to kind of have a class where you're not doing coding all the time. Technical writing, I didn't have to. No, I took that class. That class was cool. The teacher was cool. He was a good guy. That was learning how to communicate through graphics and Google Slides and stuff like that. Really not a hard class. You just have to have the endurance to deal with something that you may deem boring, but it's an interesting class because it's not a bunch of writing that you think in the traditional sense. It's more of making documents, whether digital or pretty much trying to convey your message in digital format. So, cool class. When you get into the content courses, I didn't take it in this order, but we did. I didn't have to take introduction to info because I was already working in IT, so I didn't need to take that. I didn't have to take guided applications. I didn't have to take that. I took introduction to web principles and design, which I thought that was a cool class. I think, let me see, make sure this is the right one. I took this class, but this class was tough because these guys was teaching the old way to code, which was putting your styles and stuff in the top of the document instead of having a separate style sheet. Little stuff like that. I don't want to nerd out, but I'm saying that class, and I just survived through it. Like teacher said, hey man, don't worry about it, just get through it. And it wasn't a hard class. It just kind of showed you how far coding has came. But it was a really cool class. Non-linear video editing, really nice class. I like this class. It was pretty cool. Keel, that was his name, teacher. He was a pretty cool guy, man. Show us how to do the transitions. He'd give us clips to edit. Had some cool little projects. Introduction to graphic design. Another teacher, he was cool. Kevin Cates, he was a real cool teacher. He was real good with, he taught both of these classes actually. Introduction to graphic design and typography using Adobe After Effects. Is it After Effects? No, not After Effects, but InDesign, I think. One of those, man. I can't remember. Photoshop and InDesign. I think it was more InDesign though, but using Adobe, pretty much. I don't think they have the actual thing that you use, but I think it was using Adobe though, pretty much. So introduction, they didn't have this class. I think they took that class away. Web design, I took that class actually last semester. Really cool class, teaches you how to use Figma. And really nice class. And I wish it was in class, but it was online because the teacher was out of state. She was a really good teacher. And I think she got real busy, but I really liked her teaching style when she made videos. But Figma, really nice, something to learn. You really got to have time to sit down and learn it. It would be cool to get a job doing that, but Figma is a cool application. You get to build what you imagine before you have to code it. and it's right there. So when you have to code it, you can use that as a guide and foundation. So Figma is an awesome application. Advanced web design. I don't think they offered their class. I think they took that one away. Writing on the web, that was a cool class. He kind of talked about different ways to make mediums on the web, whether if it's kind of like a spin-off to technical writing, something like that. Cool class though. Document design was a cool class. And it showed you kind of like with technical writing, it showed you how to make the documents through Google Docs, how to relay messages. Like if you worked at a company and you had to make documents for people to know the difference between the bathrooms and knowing how to exit a building. Cool class. It wasn't that bad of a class. It was actually to me, it was like a break class between the tougher classes sometimes. Even though I don't know what special topics mean here, but he allowed me to take a class to where we was using Figma as a grad level course. And that class it wasn't tough, but it was definitely challenging. But once you got past the using Figma, if you could really learn Figma, that class was pretty awesome. Usability and testing design. If you like research, if you like finding problems and things and then making a report about it, this is the class for you. This class is not boring, but like I said, you have to like research. You have to like looking for problems. Somebody giving you a product to test or an app, and you go in and find the problems, you go in and find the pain points, and being able to report that back to the company or the client who wants you to, this is the UI part of UI UX, pretty much. This is the UI part. And nice class. The teacher I think she just retired, George Carter, really nice teacher. I really liked the class. Project development and portfolio defense. Definitely, that's part of the whole, the web technologies. It's a web technology we did, but that was the HTML, CSS, and a little bit of JavaScript, but I got to take the actual JavaScript class this last semester. But that class, project development, is when you put all of those things together. They team you up with people. You build a website for a client or somebody that wants help but don't want to pay a web firm, so they have students do it for them, and you get to go in and deal with the clients. You meet with them, see what they need, and then you can go in, build a website, and you can present it. You have a presentation at the end of the semester, and you kind of go over the website, how you built it, how y'all did it as a team. Let me tell you something about Euler. The web development courses are nice. The teacher, Thomas Wallace, awesome teacher, man. He knows how to teach it in blocks where it's not overwhelming. Because sometimes coding can be very overwhelming. It's like so much coming at you at one time. However, in coding, one thing to realize is if you can learn how to break it up into sections, like nav bar, how do you want your body, and how do you want your footer, and then if you want to add multimedia, you can literally make templates for each one if you want. And most people probably do that, but he taught it that way as well, where he broke it up into sections and not trying to give it all to you at once, because it's like a fire hose shooting water. It's like all this water coming at you, and it's a lot to try to deal with. So with that being said, like I said, I'm in my last semester. Finish out this semester and go to grad school. I can tell you that college is not hard. It's all about you as an individual, your endurance. Can you endure the schedule, taking the classes semester by semester? And if you do, the hard part is you as an individual. How far are you willing to go? Can you push yourself? Can you challenge yourself to do the homework even when you don't feel like it? Can you go to classes even when you don't feel like it? Because you're an adult. Most of the time when you're in college, you're an adult, and it's all on you. You don't have a truancy. You don't have, counselors checking on you. It's all you. I thrived in that because I'm an independent person like that. I like being able to make my own schedule. I like being able to have everything kind of in my control that I'm dealing with. And that's why I thrived. And that's why I'm telling you, if you can manage your time, understand that you're doing this for a reason, and do the research and major in something that makes sense, college will not be hard for you, but you just have to put in the work. The commitment could be the hardest thing, because being able to commit to something, even when you don't feel like it, can be a hard thing. But once you get it and reprogram what's going on, you can do anything in life. So with that being said, this is Mike. Thanks for watching. I'm about to sign out. Let me know in the comments what you think. And let me know, is college hard to you? Or is it all about the mental and the physical grind of committing and getting these classes done until you get to the degree? Like I said, I didn't take 4 classes or 5 classes. I only took 3 classes because I work full time, and then I went to school full time, and then I have a wife and kids, so I had to manage family time as well. And plus, our spiritual life, we go to church as well. So if I can do it, you can do it. College is not hard. Don't fall for this stuff that's on social media saying college and debt. Everybody has debt, but what do you invest your money in? Would you invest your money in something that could bring you more money? Or would you invest in something that's going to devalue in 2 or 3 years and now you back at square root? I could talk about that all day, but this is Mike. I'm signing out. Thanks for watching. Appreciate everybody for watching the Mike Flair channel. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Thanks for watching, and I'm signing out.